Supreme motherfucking rise. You already know the vibes. Yeah. I be wanting to do the live sometimes, but then I really don't be caring, yo, like for real, for real. I be doing other shit on the low, like shh. You know what I'm saying? Like I be working like a little baby technician. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, and like my brain is like octopus hands, yo. I be like my dreads, yo. Like it be in all different directions. Like I'm doing this, 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 I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's all technical, right? But I did want to come drop a jewel today because people need to realize what they be saying when they be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of shit go over people's heads. What is the breakdown of you? Like, what is the result of you, like, as an individual? What do you result yourself as? Like, so, what do I mean when I say that? Like how they say in the movies, everybody has a price tag. You know what I'm saying? Do you have any wherewithal for yourself? Like, do you have any self, like, self pride? You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean pride in being prideful. I mean, like, respect the fact that you are given life by divine and there's nothing else that really. But see, because people would be like, they'll come materialistically, you know what I'm saying, and try to, even everybody know we need finances to move around. That's not the issue. I'm speaking from the category of you classifying yourself as that. You know what I'm saying? When you're just a flawed human like anyone else. And in my personal reference, I'll never diminish the value of who I am over a materialistic understanding. And I would never diminish someone else like that neither. Like, oh, because you're like this can take place. Nah, when I love genuinely, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Like, if I meet somebody, the way I come first is how I am. Like, I'm loving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always like that. I had a situation take place, right? I don't think I really spoke on this, but I had a situation take place, right? And this person came in my life, and I thought like they was all like gun ho. You know what I'm saying? You know what gun ho mean? They was all like, oh, I had already had plans. I'm like, how you already had plans? Like, I don't even know you yet. Like, it was weird, right? But it was, the energy was so, it felt positive initially. And the person would, like, from time to time, the person would do like this little, like a tweak. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are acting, it was weird. It was like they was acting like everything was progressive between them and I. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, every so often, something would slide out. Something else would slide out. And I would notice it. And I'd be like, yo, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do it to you. Like, where'd that come from, right? So, the last day we ended up talking, like, it was like a routine. We probably had been talking, like, I don't know, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks. It wasn't even that long. You know what I'm saying? But initially, it's like we was planning to have something go on or whatever for a holiday. I just say it like that, without being too descriptive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We was developing a routine, and I would speak to this person like every morning or whatever, right? And then this one morning, it was weird because I'm like, yo, what's going on? Everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything, all right, you about to go, da 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 da, whatever, right? And then they was just like, they was whispering. It was like, oh, hold on. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, why you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you acting like that all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? Why you changing up? My whole shit gonna be white soon. I'm just gonna let it go white. Yo, and I want to cut my dreads off. Yeah, I don't know if I should or not. I'm just like, I feel like Samson. Like I'm Samson, like Divine, like your power is in your hair. I don't want to just cut my dreads off. It's been a minute and my shit's is dripping right now. They getting longer and longer. I might just hold on to them even if I go rag out the top. But, you know, I still got my top somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Like, somewhat it's still there. Anyway, um, the person was whispering or whatever, like, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Anything I, and I caught like the faintest sound of a voice, right, in the background that wasn't what the person had described to me. So instantly they banged on me, right? Hung the phone up. And I'm like, wait. And at the time, because I got the glasses on, you know, the what you call the red lenses, the red lenses on, I didn't peep it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, hold on. I'm like, yo, hold on. So, um, I'm like, yo, what happened? What's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing. They straight, they cut their legs off. They turned transparent and floated away. Just floated away. And I'm like, yo, what happened, right? Just what happened? It went from everything, like all smiles to just non-existent, right? And I'm like, yo, that was crazy. But the person was like real, like trying to like give gifts and all this craziness. And I'm like, yo, I had nobody dote on me for a long time, so I'm gonna take the love, right? Like it was really nothing. I'm like, yo, it ain't even that serious. Like I could care less. Like, and I was like preparing to bring the person to where, or have them come where I am. You know what I'm saying? So they can, you know, see what's going on around here, whatever. Um, I have vertigo, right? So I don't drive. I have vertigo since I was born. 6 months old, I had equilibrium issues. The reason why I went through remedial and shit like that in school. I've been fighting that my whole life, so I'm not going to be able to just jump in the whip. It ain't like it's not cars around me. I just can't jump in the whip and be like, I'm out. Medical reasons, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, like they just disappeared. So I'm in my head for a minute, like a couple of days. I'm like, yo, what's up? At least tell me what's going on. I'm like leaving messages. No response. It's cold. For no reason. Like no apparent reason. Just, and I'm like, at least tell me why, da 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 da. And they never said nothing. Everything that was supposed to happen, they just stopped cold turkey. I even had something coming in the mail, never showed up. I'm like, yo, this shit is all weird. This is like weird. And I felt some type of way at first because I thought, see, me personally, I had a protection on my heart. Like, I would, like, close my heart off. Like, I'm like, I ain't about to be giving my heart to nobody. Like, motherfuckers is ruthless out here in the world. So I opened my heart up just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to see the genuineness of the circumstance. Come to find out, everything I was feeling in hindsight to the value was true. Prior to that, the individual was talking about going places, but it was the way they had to conversate with me. Like they would go outside and, you know what I'm saying, or go into a bathroom and all this. It was weird. I'm like, yo, you regular people don't move like that. That's how you move when you think somebody's stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just, you could be honest. You don't got to move like that. You might like me, but just say, yo, I got other things going on, and then it'll be that. But that be the problem. Like, people would rather do wrong instead of do right. You know what I'm saying? And, like, so why would you invest yourself just to play yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is backwards. And this is why I don't say much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put my best foot forward first before, you know what I'm saying, I headshot myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, that shit was weird. And I actually felt some type of way because I'm like, that's disrespectful. Like, if I did you like that, you'll be feeling some type of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, oh my God, why they do me like this? You see females do this shit all the time. They be like, yo, they did me this way. I did this, I did that. And I'm like, yo, this shit is weird. So ultimately, I never spoke to the person ever again. But then out of the blue, you start seeing them pop up in your streams and shit, like they watching or they trying to get you to see them in some type of way. And I'm like, and then not for nothing, I went back to look at the person. And when I looked at the person after so long again, it's like the rose glasses was off. I can really see who they were. And what I saw them as before, it wasn't it. And I was just like, ew. You know, so I was like, why was you attracted? And I was like, I don't know. it was like they were wearing now the energy that they truly were when I seen them, and I was like, oh, it just kind of made my stomach turn a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, so it's people doing that out here. Like, a lot of things are still new to me as far as how people will actually act. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, me and my brother we used to look at women as soft. You know what I'm saying? We used to be like, men fart like this, burn. Females fart like this, poof. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how we just saw females as young men, like as in our one digits. We looked at it as an innocent thing. And I think I kind of carry some of that energy with myself as I got older or whatever. Because if I liked you, like I remember this one chick, yo, I went with in Philly, man. And to me, she was bad. Like she was everything, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I couldn't see the nasty energy in her. I couldn't see she not for you type energy. She for everybody. I couldn't see that. But then her boldness was in a level of disrespect. Like I remember me and her children she was like she never had a party or whatever. People don't do stuff. Like we came together and made a creative party for her birthday and all that. Had like all these things and she started crying and everything. Literally, the next day was Halloween, you know what I'm saying? And the next day she was trying to holler at another dude. I'm sitting there watching it through the window. So I step outside like a man would, like, yo, what's good? She's like, oh, it's nothing. Like, but you chopping it up with this dude, like right here in front of me, like I'm not here or whatever. And as a Cancer, it only take one time for you to make me feel like I'm insignificant, and then everything that I believe about you turns the other way. That's just how it is with Cancers, period. You know what I'm saying? You do a Cancer dirty, they don't care who you is. If Cancer love you, I don't give a fuck who you is on earth. All right? If a Cancer love you and you make me feel insignificant one time to a real value, I can't feel that way about you no more. That shit gone. I might sit around you for a minute, but I'm already looking at you like, you ain't about that. I ain't gonna do you dirty. I just ain't gonna fuck with you like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm already looking for the exit. You know what I'm saying? So that be that shit. I don't like a liar, yo. I can't stand a person that lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you straight what it is. And people be like, I've heard people say this shit. They be like, yo, you can't be truthful all the time. Like, people really try to train you on being, you know what I'm saying, being like messed up. I don't like shit like that. I hate people like that who, yo, you gotta scheme a little bit. Scheme a little bit. I'm not doing that. Like, you go be a criminal. If that's what you want to do. Like, that's not the type of person I am, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the type of person I am. I've never been like that. Even when people would teach this shit and I was young, once I found out it was wrong, I was mad at the person who taught me that. You know what I'm saying? And I would really confront them like, yo, why you showed me that? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know no better. Like, you got me out here about to do some dumb shit. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, when you're coming up and people are trying to mold you, keep in mind, some people, they want you to be like them in some form. It saves their character so they can be effed up. And not for nothing, you got a lot of people who think, all right, if I get off first. So most people are basing their life off experiences they had, and they're bringing that to people that they don't know. They don't come with a clean slate. They come with, all right, I went through this with all these people, so I got to make sure that if something happened, you know, I'm safe in this. How you don't even know these people to be moving like that. You're fucked in the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're smacked. That's what they mean by being smacked. Like somebody hit you with a brick in your past life or something and you just done. You know what I'm saying? Like, people make up stories to get that connection, to get you to put your guard down. You know what I'm saying? They'll say shit like, oh, in the past life. Ain't no fucking past life. Get the fuck out of here, yo. You're a piece of shit. And that's what it is. And you just come with more tools on being a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, one thing got nothing to do with the next. You can have stuff, you can have money, you can have cars and all that. That don't make you a great person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make you a great person. That just makes you a piece of shit with stuff. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, I'll be loving. I'm going to always be loving. But if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you all the way. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know it because you'll try to get close and you won't be able to get that from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm be ready to tell you to your face how I feel, no matter if it hurts you or not. Like, I'm not protecting nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? You didn't give a shit when you was moving through life the way you moving, right? You didn't think about that when you was thinking premeditative, because that's what premeditative is. You sit down and you think about how you're going to bring failure to someone based off your own personal experiences. It don't work like that. You don't judge people on what they have. And what the reason why I know that is because I've been with people and I haven't had anything. And within the first couple of days, me and that person accumulated a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I was selling drugs, right? Back in the day, I straight up. And probably like, I give it 10 years ago, something like that. It's 2025, it's probably 2014, something like 10 years ago. A little more than 10 years ago, right? I'm hustling in the street. Trying to, ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to get up, just trying to get up. Probably got a few $100s in my pocket, flipping that. And I met this chick. Now, when I met her, she didn't look the part of the type of females I normally would talk to. But she was like, damn, you fine, right? I'm like, oh, you like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a kid, I'm like, you like me? She like, yeah, what's up? What you got going on? I'm like, all right, what's up? We can get up a couple dollars. We go out. I ain't had no place, no window, pot to piss in, no window to throw out, but I had enough money to take shorty out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, we come through. We could drink a little something, smoke. You know what I'm saying? We go out, get something to eat or whatever. I'm with that. Asked her what she wanted to eat. She like, I think it was Chinese food or whatever. So we did that, right? We had a nice time or whatever. Our energy connected really good. Now, you can see people watching like them together. I didn't care. I was happy to be with her. Like, the next 3-4 days, we was like drowning in each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we disappeared. We separated from the whole world. Like, we was in our own bubble. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, it was a corner store, like, around the corner from where she lived it. And I would walk to that store all the time anyway. So we would go to that store at nighttime and get cigars and all that shit so we can have our ending evening. So, like I said, money was low. She was working, I was hustling. So, went around the corner, and it was crazy because the energies sufficed to the connection. So I said to her, before we went to the store, I was like, yo, it's going to be crazy because we're going to fuck around and go out here and find something, some money or some shit. She was like, find some money. So I was like, I don't know, I just see it. She's like, all right, so let's go. She believed in me, I believed in her. We went around the corner, jumped out the car. Guess what was on the ground? $200-$300 on the ground, just sitting there. And it was right where she parked at. So when I got the car, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen one time. That happened a couple times with me and her. And I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, divine was supplying. I started learning this about connection. It don't matter what you have as long as you genuinely connect with somebody. And I started knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? People don't know this about real energy. When you genuinely connect with somebody, divine will supply for both of y'all to move forward in a way to where things come together the right way. So this is why I be like, yo, people are thinking about superficial shit too much. They're not going to get nowhere because they're downplaying the fact of love. If divine is love and you choose love despite the world, don't you think everything going to fall into place? That be the problem with people. They don't see that. You know what I'm saying? They start saying, oh, we got to have this or you got to have that and da-da-da-da. That's not divine. That's why that voice is loud right now. That voice is really loud because it's battling the name of the Most High in its existence. So divine is pure love. But when you don't choose love, right, purely, out of a sincere spot inside of your heart, you're coming from that place that's trying to defile what divine is. So that's that war. This is why it's more prevalent in a conversation. Oh, you got to have this. You ain't got to have nothing. And when you people say this, you are putting yourself in a position to be that person who's not in that position if it happened. So now you can experience that. Don't forget the Almighty run everything. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So be like, yo, it gotta be this way. Nah, divine gonna let you be dumb for a little while and let that get off. He gonna let that get off, or he let you be cocky. And then when you least expect it, divine gonna shoot you in your shin. Bye out. He gonna be like, I'm down. Oh, I'm hurt. It's over. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make it look like it's everybody else's fault instead of mine. No, that's how it works. Pop you right in your shin bone. And now you gotta sit there and come from that place. You gotta be in that place which you would not accept. You know what I'm saying? So you can't reverse that as a polarity and be like, oh, this is because of this. Nah, it's because you didn't stand in that energy. Everything you speak, you got to live. I did a class, and everything in that class that I spoke, it took me right up that whole value of learning spirituality. And I was like, yo, all praises to the Most High. If this the journey, the discipline I have to take, this is why I'm able to speak it into fruition. I'm going to walk this because it's for the Almighty. Ain't too many people that live in this world sacrifice for divine. And I've said this before in plenty of my bills. Most of my lessons came from me knowing true right and wrong. So that my grandfather said shit to me when I was a kid. You know right from wrong, but you know what I'm saying? So then as a kid, I'm like, no, I know that's right. I'm gonna do right. I know this is wrong. I'm gonna walk away from that. And sometimes I chose to do wrong. As a youth, I chose it. Letting naivete take over. Or influence. So just understanding that for the most part, you start learning that right and wrong that you're choosing is not for the subject of life and people. It's for you to be obedient to the divine. And once you get past all those classes, you start opening up other things inside of you. People don't know that. They don't know that. So you can watch somebody in their age by their actions. You can watch people in their maturity by their actions. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, I see how young you are. Because you're choosing to move this way. So after I realized, and one thing my Nana always told me, it's okay to make a mistake. So I can make a mistake in believing in you. I can make a mistake in letting my heart love you. I can make a mistake in trusting in you. I can make a mistake in thinking that this is the right direction. I can make these as mistakes, but once I know it's a mistake, I can undo that as well and say to myself, not for that person. What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't comprehend that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all praises to the Most High, yo. Like, I know how the world move, and I've been in too many situations of growth with something I truly love not to know that's how you really supposed to do it. People want to skip the line. They want you to come with stuff to a value. No, I want to grow with a partner. We both ain't got to have shit. I don't care as long as we can do it together. You know what I'm saying? If we can walk together and gain together, that makes the stories better. I don't want to be 5 years, 10 years in the future and we have no stories to tell because you just came in on the ending part of my success. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like, damn, you know, my woman came in clutch and she did this. You know what I'm saying? And then this allowed me to do this, or vice versa. She was going this way. And best believe I've been in a position. I done put females through school. Facts. I done paid money for people to go to school and be whoever they want to be and all that. Not just 1, 2, 3, 4 people. You know what I'm saying? You need that, I got you. I'm going to go get it. No matter how I get it, I'm going to get it for you. Like, it didn't even matter. Like, and it was never something for me to say. That's why I don't put names on things when I speak about it. That's why I don't put people on the spot when I speak about shit. I never do that because it's not about the person. It's about how you feel, the sincerity. So if I put it in my heart and I ask divine, guide me to make this happen, divine, guide me to make this happen for this individual so therefore they can get where they got to go. That's me being selfless. Divine says, yo, it's not about us individually. We all struggling, but it's not about us individually. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice for a child of the Most High. So all this you got to have that's people who scared to live real life. You know what I'm saying? They scared. Oh no, you done dolled yourself up like a toy or whatever. You a woman out here wearing half clothes and you want to be sexy opposed to understanding what it looks like to live life. You a nigga out here that never got your nails dirty or whatever, and never had to struggle a day in your life. So now everything you do is treachery. The people on the other side of the line that always takes, that's because they got a vendetta against people. So now they've become addicted to take from people. Now I'll give first. You know what I'm saying? But I have no problem with accepting either. I will open up my heart for something that's right for me. And keep in mind, I'm imperfect. So I can also believe that you're right for me and it be wrong. That's okay as long as I can realize it in the right amount of time before I waste most of my time in my life. And that's a point of reality that most people don't want to think about. Y'all too busy looking for superficial shit instead of trying to build a real life or existence with somebody. How the fuck I want to be with somebody and we don't got no history? You sitting around everybody you grew up with, y'all talking about what y'all went through, and me and you don't have no history besides having sex. Talking on the phone. Man, come on, that shit is corny. I don't want that. I want to have something where I can say, nah, me and mine did this together. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't walk with your queen or walk with your king, what are you doing? Y'all be having the stories all messed up. And I don't really blame it on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people as stupid. For real. Like they want to be something that they're not. And when you touch their spirituality, they not that for real. You walk around calling yourself goddesses and gods and all that, and you can't even maintain the value of what that is. Divine is unconditional love. If you're not coming from that space first, on a real level, it don't work. I heard somebody say, I don't like when females say they have unconditional love for you. Why not? It's not like it's not a possibility for a man or a woman to fail in their actions. We are flesh. We are imperfect. We're growing to a level of understanding to where we can capitalize on our shortcomings. That means at some point you're not going to always make these decisions. But if you can't capitalize on that understanding and grow from that, you're not doing what you're supposed to do in your human existence. You see what I'm saying? So, and not for nothing, how the world is right now, motherfuckers is stupid. Like, people like to follow more than they like to do anything. And that's the truth. Like, oh, this is what you do. No, it's not what you do. You follow the individual who told you something to do, and your weak ass followed it. And you know what you did? You failed again. That's why Divine said, don't follow him, man, because man don't know what he speak. I only follow in the Divine, so my knowledge is only Divine's. That's why you ain't fighting me. You fighting the Almighty. Take that how you want. No, you're not hurting me. No, I'm not about to chase you. No, I'm not about to beg. No, I'm not doing nothing. Once you show me that I'm not worth nothing to you, and best believe, I had a female I was dealing with before. I done caught this chick cheating like 10 times. For real. In the process, and she was doing that because she knew the situation I was in, and she was getting rocks off because I didn't just move. I didn't move that way. I didn't move like, yo, I gotta be mad because of what I found out. Nah, I stayed calm. And she looked at that as, oh, this nigga's a pushover. It's never a pushover. It was calculation. It was always calculated. And I'm like, Divine, partial, this is my fault because I chose it. And I understand that. But I'm not going to keep giving. And it was something I remember back in the day. My mother said to me years ago, she's like, yo, if somebody do you dirty, don't go lay down with them again. That's like you forgiving them. So I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? So after I had done caught the female doing whatever she was doing, I stopped sleeping with her. You know what I'm saying? But I was still around her. You know what I'm saying? I still, took care of certain things or whatever, like in the house with the children. They ain't my kids, but I still helped her, you know what I'm saying? But I stopped sleeping with her. And that was me telling the universe I didn't forgive her. And I was like, nah, Divine, from this point, I need you to give me a door so I can exit. And when Divine gave me the opportunity to exit, it was weird because she didn't understand that she gave me the keys to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, she flipped out. And then she was just like, it's da. And I was like, all right, that's what I was looking for. I need you to say that. I need you to separate from it. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to stand on their choices. You know what I'm saying? As a man, if I broke my bond as a man, that's me breaking myself as a man. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't know what none of that shit is. You'll walk out on your word, and now you're building that as an integrity. So the next time you're in a situation, that's probably what you're going to do is walk out on your word. I'm not built like that. If I say something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stand on that 10 toes down because I'm a man for real. I ain't like all these fake ass motherfucking people out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I get better every time. Because I stand on my word. And it was crazy because it was almost like the negative energies was trying to manipulate me out of standing on my word. I wasn't going to let it happen. I went to the Divine like I always do. I called on the Most High. I was like, yo, I need you to give me the pathway out Because if I do it this way, this is going to make me break my word, divine. And I know a man without his word ain't shit. I'm not going to build that integrity inside myself, no matter what I got or what I don't have. And divine allowed me to walk out through a divine door. Facts. And that's how this works. If you keep making decisions based off how you feel, you're going to fail forever. But once you build an integrity off making the decisions with the Almighty, every decision you make is an almighty one. You figure that shit out for you. You figure it out for you. And once you have built it up so much, divine life, you ain't touching that one, because that one don't make a decision without me. Heard? Naga the wise.